Now we're about 5 months after the presidential elections in Iran, and it's very hard to escape the conclusion that the Iranian government is now dominated, controlled by the Revolutionary Guards. If you look back over the last 5 years of the presidency of Ahmadinejad, a former Revolutionary Guards officer, you now see the building blocks being put in place. The Revolutionary Guards senior officers were given about 1/3 of the cabinet positions. They were given control of key government agencies. They were given control of the oil and natural gas sector, control of the weapons acquisition programs for Iran, as I said, the nuclear program particularly. The Revolutionary Guards control all the smuggling that goes on in Iran to get around the sanctions implemented by the United States and our allies. The Revolutionary Guards, nominally under the control of the Supreme Religious Leader, have seen that control dissipate with the dissipation of the respect for the Supreme Religious Leader. When he intervened in the presidential election 5 months ago, he really undermined the whole constitutional precept of a Supreme Religious Leader who was to be infallible and who was to be above politics. When you look at the demonstrations that have taken place in Iran over the past few months, you notice that they have been controlled not by the police or other civilian security forces. They have been put down by the Revolutionary Guards and the militia called the Basij. About 2 years ago, President Ahmadinejad actually took control of the Basij from the Supreme Religious Leader and gave it directly to the Revolutionary Guards. That greatly augmented the strength of the Revolutionary Guards. So at this point, when we look at a large part of the Iranian society, when we look at their economy, we look at their potential military applications, when we look at how they evade the sanctions, when we look at who actually controls the levers of power in government now, we see that the Supreme Religious Leader has lost his sense of authority, and that probably now what we have for all intents and purposes is the very thin veneer of a civilian government that is controlled or dominated underneath by the Revolutionary Guards with the help and the support of the President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad.